This is Dirty Trucking out here on the streets of Detroit. Just trying to make a living. They out here striking now, the UAW, and I'm just putting it out there. I don't support the strike on Chrysler's end. I don't stand for it. I'm not with you. I'm not in solidarity. I don't support what you're doing because I was one of your own. And what that plant did to me when they were Daimler Chrysler, you sit up here and get on the news talking about solidarity, demanding what you want from the company as far as benefits and pay. When you had the best pay when I was there, you got great pay, hourly wages. You got to partake of the bonuses, profit sharing bonuses. Back then when I was there, you had good medical benefits, but that changed after I left there. But you stand out here on a picket line making demands about what they want after what they fucking did to me. And who am I? Yeah, I wish you would say that. Who the fuck is you? I was an employee at Warren Truck Plant, that plant, the UAW, a co-worker, labor relations, was involved with a lie, and you put me off my motherfucking job, didn't bring me back to my job, and to further add devastation to my life, you had me sitting at home off on a medical that the company placed me off on. Then you fucking cut my benefits off. But see, when I tell that part of the story, that shit goes in one ear and out the other. They put me off on a medical and had me sitting at home and cut my benefits off. One, I don't even know why I was at home. Two, you cut my benefits off. And then after I found out why I was at home, when I realized why you cut the benefits off, you cut the benefits off. Had me begging the union. You had me begging payroll. You had me begging unemployment. You had me begging everybody to try to get my benefits back started. Because see, when they put me off my job, I didn't know why I was put off until that phone call, that setup phone call came to my home. Okay, now I'm off work. You put me off on a code 31. See, I got put off twice. The second time I got put off is because I demanded my back pay that you owed me for putting me off the first time because I hadn't done none of that shit that they said. And then I got put off the second time. And then when they did that, around, I don't know, was it September, November, I was sitting at home. You cut my motherfucking benefits off. It had me calling up there begging everybody. Larry, he was the union president at the time. I was calling labor relations. They wasn't really wanting to talk to me. Unemployment said they couldn't do nothing until they got word from the employer to start the benefits back. And then, it's ironic how they do this shit. And then years later, after the shit done happened and the devastation that they done caused has happened to you, you start reading or getting hold to the rules of unemployment when the employer puts you off your job. And I come across some rules that said that if you were still off work due to your employer, you were still entitled to your benefits. I found that out years later. So if that was true, and I told them I was still off work due to my employer, why in the fuck did you not restart my benefits? You turned around and sent me letterhead of why you didn't start the benefits. Nobody started the benefits back. But that's part of the unemployment rules. And it states in there that if you are still off work due to your employer, I was entitled my benefits. At the time that they stopped my benefits, I called unemployment. I had 8 weeks left of my unemployment. I asked them what should I do because the employer hadn't started it back. They said, well, just keep calling and claiming your weeks, which I did. Still, nobody started the benefits back. And when I saw that they weren't finna do anything, I'm pissed off. I'm losing my home. I don't have no income coming in. You can't buy food. I'm losing everything. So I had to hurry up and get a real estate agent to sell my home. That's how I got money to kind of survive a little bit longer. But that didn't last long because now I done moved into an apartment. I still had the Dodge truck and money just being thrown out. Ain't nothing coming in because I don't have no work. And this employer still didn't start my benefits. So I ended up quitting. And let me tell you about what they did after I quit. I quit and they have a Solidarity House down here on Jefferson. And I got a hold to somebody down here at the Solidarity House. And I'm going to throw it out there. I did resign. I resigned due to what the employer done to me. You cut my benefits off. I was losing everything. And then when I tried to seek legal representation, they told me I couldn't seek legal representation because I was still under the union. I had to go through the union process. But the union fucked me over. And so the only way to get legal help at this point, now I'm going to have to resign. But I resigned anyway because this is the second time you've done that. I don't know what the fuck you did it for or why I was off my job. And this employer just kept that shit hush-hush. Because you want to know why? Because they did something they weren't supposed to. You put me off my job on some false allegations. You made up some story about I was crazy. And then you tried to cover the shit up. You covered the shit up. And then when you found out you done fucked up, and this could possibly be a legal matter, and y'all all would be fucked and lose your goddamn jobs, which all of y'all should right now. You should be fired right now for this day. They should come back in there and pull up my case of what the fuck you did to me, and they should go in there and fire every last motherfucking one of y'all that's still working there today. If you out there on the picket line, they need to fire you. Larry, Mark, the labor relations, Rebecca, that Nora, you need to be fired. Payroll, who was supposed to process me getting my benefits, you need to be fired. They need to go back in there and fire you for what you did to me. You need to be sued for what you did to me. But Michigan covered it up. Why? Because they was the big three? Or is it because of this bullshit that's been going on around here that I done found out because of what they did to me? Huh? I tell this story over and over again. Nobody did shit. You cannot place me off work and cut my benefits off, which led to me resigning because you done this shit twice. You didn't give me, you can't put nobody off work without no medical documentation. You were paying me benefits, claiming some medical condition that was a lie and it was fake. And the state of Michigan didn't even do nothing to you. See, now had that been me and the state of Michigan thought I did that, they'd be all down my motherfucking throat. I'd probably be in jail. But no, Warren Truck Plant did it. Oh, okay. See, the state of Michigan history with what's been going on with me and my family since I've been in this state, it's mud. This state needs to be sued. I need to get to the president. Somebody needs to do something about this. You owe me a big ass motherfucking check. I'm not a patient person. I want my justice. You're not gonna get away with that shit. I do not support the strike of the UAW for Chrysler. Period. Because of what you did to me. You stand out there and talk about solidarity. You bunch of hypocrites. Warren Truck.